Hello, MOA students and any other student who is quarantined, absent, out for surgery, playing hooky, stayed home because there's a good episode of Judge Judy. Any reason you are not in this classroom, these are your instructions for Wednesday, January 20th of 2021. Historical note, today is inauguration today. So at 11 o'clock Central Time, uh, the new president, Joe Biden, and a new vice president, Kamala Harris, will be inaugurated. And President Trump and Vice President Pence will no longer be in power. Now, some of you out there may be really happy about this change. Some of you may be very unhappy about this change. Some of you may not care at all. I do think it's worth noting that for the first time in our history, we have a female vice president, an African American vice president, an Asian American vice president. That's right, Mrs. Harris is both half black and half Indian, and also a vice president who is the child of immigrants. She's a first generation American. So even if you don't like Mrs. Harris's policies and politics, if you don't agree with the things she wants to do, it is worth noting that her becoming vice president is a historical milestone in American history. So hopefully you watch a little news today and keep up with that. But having said that, let's look at our agenda. What are we doing for work today? Well, I can review and summarize the acquisition of lands in the Louisiana Purchase and the acquisition of Florida by annotating a map and responding to a secondary source reading, completing a Google form. So let's talk about that. When I click the classwork tab, we've got a new Google form here. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and show it to you. You can do this first or you can do it last. I don't care which order. The Google form looks like this. The reading looks like this. It reviews the Louisiana Purchase, which we talked about before Christmas break as part of westward expansion. And it talks about how opening up new lands begins to change America. And the push of Americans to move west, the increase in American population, all of those things. So you're going to do the reading in the Google form. It'll walk you through all that. You can pause the video and do that now. You can wait and do it after we do the map activity. Now, to the map activity, let me go back to Google Classroom. We're going to need these notes. I give you a copy of the notes, and when you click on that, you get this website, right? And so it starts here. And then you're going to open your interactive notebook, which I will drag a little bit further up for you. And when you open your digital interactive notebook, you're going to find page 4, the very last page. And on page 4, you have this map of big acquisitions. And we start on the Atlantic Ocean with our original 13 states. And we're going to do 3 of these today. So we're going to start with the Treaty of Paris land, okay? So coming back to my notes, these are lands we went through the American Revolution. The Northwest Ordinance of 1787 turns the top half into 5 states. There's no slavery in these 5 states. Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana, they are all free states. No slavery. The southern half become Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi, and these are going to become slave states. So this information here, you need to come back over to your notebook, and you need to type that information here in this box, right? So you would write 1 from England in the Revolution, and then keep going, right? That's all you're going to do is you're going to type that stuff on that page, okay? If you need to change the font size to make it all fit, you can, all right? So we've already talked about this chunk of land. Get those notes real quick. Next one we need to talk about is by the way, there's a video to help you with this if you like. Louisiana Purchase. So this is 1803. This is Thomas Jefferson. And notice here, we get all or part of a big number of states. And I have put them either in red or blue, and the black is disputed, right? Divided territory. So you're going to list these states, and you're going to want to use blue for free states and red for slave states. So again, you're going to come over to your map, and you're going to click on the Louisiana Purchase, and you're going to start typing all of that. If you need to change font, go up here where it says text color, and you can click on red or click on blue. So you want these notes in this box for the Louisiana Purchase, okay? And then the last one we're going to do is Florida. By the way, we've got a video on this as well. Florida, really easy. We buy it off Spain in 1819. It is a slave state. So going back to your map, you're going to do Florida. So that's what you're doing to your map today. Now, if you want to finish the map, you can. If you want to take the time and just get it out of the way, go ahead, right? We're going to do these other 3 sections later on, and I'll put videos up and we're going to talk about them. But if you want to work ahead today, that'd be a really good idea, and then this page is done. If not, we'll get to it later. So that's our lesson for today. If you have questions, email me. Do remember you have another Achieve 3000 article due this week, so make sure that gets done, and I will talk to you guys later.